Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnav vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. नमा ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। तस्यारविन्दनयनस्य पदारविन्द किञ्जल्कमिश्रतुलसी मकरन्दवायुः अन्तर्गतस्वविवरेण चकार तेषां संक्षोभमक्षरजुषामपि चित्ततन्वो नेहयत्कर्मधर्माय न विरागाय कल्पते न नेहयत्कर्मधर्माय न विरागाय कल्पते न तीर्थपदसेवायै जीवनपि मृतो हि सः प्रसङ्गमजरं पाशम् आत्मना कवयो विदुः स एव साधुषु कृतो मोक्षद्वारम् अपावृतम् तितिक्षव कारुणिका सुहृदः सर्वदेहिनाम् अजातशत्रवः शान्ताः साधवः साधुभूषणाः सतां प्रसङ्गान् मम वीर्यसंविदो भवन्ति हृत्कर्णरसायना कथा तज्जोषणादाशपवर्गवर्त्मनि श्रद्धारतिर्भक्तिरनुक्रमिष्यति हासं हरेरवनताखिललोकतीव्र शोकाश्रुसागरविशोषणमत्युदारम् सम्मोहनाय रचितं निजमाययास्य भ्रूमण्डलं मुनिकृते मकरध्वजस्य मद्गुणश्रुतिमात्रेण मयि सर्वगुहाशये मनोगतिर्विच्छिन्ना यथा गङ्गां सोऽम्बुदौ लक्षणं भक्तियोगस्य निर्गुणस्य उदाहृतः अहेतुक्यव्यवहिता या भक्ति पुरुषोत्तमे सालोक्यसारष्टिसामीप्य सारूप्यैकत्वमपि उत दीयमानं न गृह्णन्ति विना मत्सेवनं जनाः यन्नामधेयश्रवणानुकीर्तनाद् यत्प्रवलनाद् यत्स्मरणादपि क्वचेत् स्वादोऽपि सद्य सवनाय कल्पते कुतः पुनस्ते भगवन्नुदर्शनात् अहो बतश्व पचतो गरीयान् यज्जिह्वाग्रे वर्तते नाम तुभ्यम् ते पुस्तपस्ते जुहुः सस्नुरार्या ब्रह्मानुचुर्नाम गृह्णन्ति ये ते हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you very much for your kind association. We are continuing our study of Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam. Canto 3, Chapter 25, entitled The Glories of Devotional Service. Text 36, correct? Okay. Bhagwan Kapiladev Muni is answering his mother, Srimati Devahuti Devi, who requested him to enlighten her on the path of Bhakti Yoga, which can take us to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna in this very lifetime. Text 36. तैर्दर्शनीया वयवैरुदार विलासहासेक्षितवामसूक्तैः ऋतात्मनोरेत् प्राणांश्च भक्तिरनिच्छतो मे गतिम् अर्णविं प्रयुङ्क्ते Translation and purport by our revered, dear, beloved founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, Shri Srimad Abhay Charanaраvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Lord Kapil Dev is saying, upon seeing the charming forms of the Lord, smiling and attractive, and hearing his very pleasing words, the pure devotees, the pure devotee almost loses all other consciousness. His senses are freed from all other engagements, and he becomes absorbed in devotional service. Rita pranamscha bhaktir. Thus, in spite of his unwillingness, anichchato, he attains liberation without separate endeavor. Even if a devotee does not desire liberation, as we discussed previously, liberation is automatically included. Mukti, liberation, is automatically included in bhakti, devotional service. Because devotional service takes us to Lord Krishna, and Krishna is Muktapad. Krishna is always beyond material nature. Therefore, Krishna can make us free from the entanglement of material bondage. Daivi hesha gunamayi mama maya durattaya mamevaya prapadyante mayametam tarantite. What we have to do to attain Krishna and get liberation, mukti, as a side effect? Upon seeing the charming forms of the Lord, smiling and attractive, take any vigraha of Krishna. Gaur Nitai, Krishna Balaram, Radha Shyam Sundar, है ना Shyamchandra Prabhu? See any vigraha, always smiling. You will never see angry vigraha of Krishna or frowning, always smiling. And Darshaniya, the verse begins with Tair Darshaniya. Krishna is worth taking darshan. Darshaniya. Krishna is very charming. And Vilasa Hasa Ikshita. Krishna is always smiling. Hasa. And Ikshita. He is always casting his merciful glance upon the devotees. Vilas. Krishna is always doing wonderful pastimes. All we have to do is we have to focus our mind on the beautiful, smiling, charming form of Shri Krishna. Then what will happen? Param drishtva nivartate. We will naturally lose taste for material things and we will become absorbed in devotional service with our heart. Rita pranam, with our heart and soul, we will become engaged in devotional service. And that will lead us to Krishna. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada writes, there are three types of devotees. First class, second class, third class. Uttam Adhikari, Madhyam Adhikari, and Kanishta Adhikari. They are all bhaktas, they are all devotees. They have bhakti adhikar. According to their shraddha, faith, and shastra yukti, their knowledge of scriptures based on these two criteria, they are graded. Even the third class devotees are liberated souls. I would like devotees to please note this down. Remember, once we discussed that in the Sandarbhas, Srila Jiva Goswami writes that even a Kanishtha Adhikari cannot fall down. Sometimes when we are talking, in a very critical mind, we say, Arey, that is such a Kanishtha mentality. Arey, wo to bahut Kanishtha hai. Neophyte devotee hai. Devotee hai na? As long as that person is a devotee, that devotee is worshipable. Srila Jiva Goswami says even a Kanishtha Adhikari cannot fall down because he has got Bhakti Adhikar. That's why he's called Adhikari. He has got Bhakti Adhikar, and one who has Bhakti Adhikar, how can he fall down? When Mukti is standing with folded hands to serve a devotee, and this person is Bhakti Adhikari, he is Kanishta, but he is Bhakti Adhikari, he has Bhakti Adhikar, how can he fall down? Srila Jiva Goswami says even a Kanishta Adhikari cannot fall down, which means if a devotee falls down, completely gives up Krishna consciousness, then he was not even a neophyte devotee. He was not even a Kanishta Adhikari. He was coming in the association of devotees, maybe doing something superficially, certain limbs of bhakti, but he had not become Bhakti Adhikari. He had not even entered the platform of Kanishta Adhikari. Prabhupada says, please note down, even the third class devotees are what? Liberated souls. Why? Because they have Bhakti Adhikar, and Bhakti includes Mukti. It is explained in this verse that although they do not have knowledge, simply by seeing the beautiful decoration of the deity of Krishna in the temple, the devotee is absorbed in thoughts of him and loses all other consciousness. Isn't it? Janmashtami, Radhashtami, how we wait. Oh, no, the curtains will open. Oh, beautiful dress, what beautiful Shringar. Ah, Sharat Purnima Darshan. Become absorbed. That is very good. Prabhupada continues, says, simply by fixing oneself in Krishna consciousness, engaging the senses in the service of the Lord, Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam, one is imperceptibly liberated, Srila Prabhupada writes. Imperceptibly liberated means what? Please raise your hand. Who can explain what is the meaning of imperceptibly liberated? Prabhupada's terminology. Who can explain? Okay, nobody's raising hand. Imperceptibly means we cannot understand that I am liberated. Like a person who is going up in an elevator. That person doesn't know whether I am on the 25th floor or 35th floor or 100th floor. They are in the elevator. It's going up. Similarly, we have come to Krishna when we are chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We attend Mangal Arati. We take darshan every day. We bow down to Krishna every day. Whatever Krishna is saying, Prabhupada is making us do. Manmana, trying to think of Krishna. Bhavamat Bhakto, we are identifying ourselves. We are ISKCON devotees. We are Hare Krishna devotees. Madhyaji, we are engaging in deity worship at home. We are offering Aarti. We are offering bhoga to Krishna at home, and Mam Namaskuru. We are doing Dandavat Pranam to Krishna. We are chanting Hare Krishna. We are associating with Krishna's devotee. We are engaging in these limbs of bhakti. Imperceptibly, we are making advancement. Imperceptibly. Radha Gopinath Prabhu. Every time we chant Hare Krishna, we are making that much more progress. Every time we are following four regulative principles, bowing down to Krishna, hearing satsang, reading Prabhupada's books, we are making advancement. On the occasion of the 50th anniversary of the opening of Shri Krishna Balram Mandir, this Ram Navami, ISKCON Vrindavan YouTube channel has come out with beautiful compilations of interviews of Srila Prabhupada's disciples who were there for the inauguration of Krishna Balram Mandir, or devotees who had interactions personally with Srila Prabhupada in ISKCON Vrindavan over the years, 1975, 1976, 1977. Their compilation is there. And I was listening to one particular memory of Srila Prabhupada, where it is said that Shripad Vaisheshika Maharaj was saying that during the opening ceremony of Krishna Balram Mandir, on the center altar, Krishna Balram altar, His Holiness Tripurari Swami Maharaj was offering the first main arti Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada offered. After that, the next arti they were offering. Srila Tripurari Maharaj was offering. Then on Radha Sham Sundar side, on our right side, Shri Lalita Vishakha Radha Sham Sundar, Shripad Vaisheshika Maharaj was offering the arti. And Maharaj remembers that Srila Prabhupada was taking darshan, and during arti, Srila Prabhupada came right in front of Radha Sham Sundar. Srila Prabhupada chose to stand in front of Radha Sham Sundar during the arti. So Srila Prabhupada is standing in front of Radha Sham Sundar. Shripad Vaisheshika Maharaj is a young devotee, new devotee. And this is 1975. And Srila Prabhupada is watching him offer arti. And when Shripad Vaisheshika Maharaj noticed that Srila Prabhupada is watching, he is standing in front of Radha Sham Sundar altar. He became very nervous, very self-conscious. Am I blowing the conch properly? Am I offering it properly? Everything. He became very conscious. And Sripad Vaisheshika Maharaj said the most difficult part was all the three pujaris had to coordinate. If Gaur altar, Krishna Balaram altar, Radha Shyam Sundar altar, everybody has to offer ghee lamp at the same time. Everybody has to switch to the water same time. Then everybody has to switch to the handkerchief the same time, like that. So that's the most difficult. You cannot be looking like this or you don't know what is happening. And Prabhupada is watching. So he said, in my nervousness, after offering the water on the conch, I threw it like this on the assembled devotees. And Tamal Krishna Maharaj was standing there and push, splash, it came on his glasses. And he immediately took off his glasses. And Vaisheshika Maharaj said, I could almost visualize Tamal Krishna Maharaj do like this. I will see you later. He splashed water on my face. So much nervousness. And then one devotee later on told Sripad Vaisheshika Maharaj that when Srila Prabhupada went to his room later on, Srila Prabhupada asked, who was that devotee offering Aarti? And this devotee told Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, they are all Tripurari Maharaja's men. Prabhupada's remarked that doesn't look like they have too much experience of deity worship. And that devotee told Srila Prabhupada, yes, Prabhupada, but they are your leading book distributors. So Prabhupada became very happy. He said, oh, then it's all right. Then it is all right. And then he came and told Sripad Vaisheshika Maharaj that Prabhupada said like this. He was very happy to know that you are a book distributor. So look at Sripad Vaisheshika Maharaj's sincerity and devotion. From this, Sripad Vaisheshika Maharaj learned that book distribution is very dear to Srila Prabhupada. So he naturally developed himself in a very unprecedented way in the art of distributing Srila Prabhupada's books, our family business. However, Sripad Vaisheshika Maharaj said, I took that feedback as an opportunity to really go deep into and understand the systematic way of performing Archana, how to offer Aarti, how to do deity worship. Because Srila Prabhupada remarked. So this is how a devotee takes feedback. Arjun, when Dronacharya knew that Arjun is very particular, he will do anything to learn more the military art. Dronacharya had instructed the cook, royal cook, never feed Arjun in the dark. And somehow one day they were busy and they came late and the prasadam was served and it became dark. And they were eating in lamps. And then the wind blew and the lamp got extinguished. And Arjun realized, oh, even in the dark I can eat. If I can eat in the dark, if I can put a morsel of food in my mouth in the dark, why I cannot shoot? From that day he became Gudakesh, gave up sleep. All night he used to practice. This is how a devotee is sincere. Ekeha Kurunandana. Like that. So, here Srila Prabhupada is saying that we have to engage our senses in Krishna's service. Simply by discharging uncontaminated devotional service as prescribed in the scriptures, one becomes equal to Brahman, means one becomes spiritual, completely spiritual. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate, Srila Prabhupada says. Now, Srila Prabhupada explains, here the word vilas is very important. Vilas refers to the activities or pastimes of the Lord. Krishna enjoys his pastimes, activities, that is called vilas. Vraj vilas. Krishna enjoying his pastimes in Vrindavan, that is Vraj vilas. So Krishna is always enjoying his pastimes. It is prescribed duty in temple worship that not only should one visit the temple to see the deity nicely decorated, but at the same time, one should hear the recitation of Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, or some similar scripture which is regularly recited in the temple. This is Srila Prabhupada's genius. What has Prabhupada said? Every morning there should be Bhagavatam class. Every evening there should be Bhagavad Gita class. Festivals also. Our festival is never complete without a class. Hearing Shastra is very important. It is a system in Vrindavan that in every temple there is recitation of the Shastras. Even third class devotees who have no literary knowledge or no time to read Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita get the opportunity to hear about the pastimes of the Lord. That's why we should go to the temple. We should go to the association of devotees. Further down, Srila Prabhupada says, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore recommended 5 important processes in the discharge of devotional service. Please listen carefully. I'm going to ask a question. 1. Chant the names of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. 2. To associate with devotees and serve them as far as possible. 3. To hear Srimad Bhagavatam. 4. To see the decorated temple and the deity. And 5. If possible. And 5. To live in a place like Vrindavan or Mathura. These 5 items alone can help a devotee achieve the highest perfectional stage. Highest perfectional stage by following these 5 items. And they are all very easy. What verse is this from Chaitanya Charitamrita? Who knows? Yes, Satyaru Madari.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtan Bhagavat. Am I audible?
You are audible.
Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtan Bhagavat Shravan Shri Murtira Mathura Vasa Shri Murtira Shraddhaya Sevan.
Haribo! Jai Ho. Very nice. Thank you. This is the verse, okay? That these 5 items we have to do. Sadhu Sangha, serve the sadhus, associate with them. Nama Kirtan, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Sadhu Sangha, Nama Kirtan, Bhagavat, Shravana, hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Mathura Vasa, live in a holy place like Mathura Vrindavan. Shri Murtira, Shraddhaya Sevana, serve the deity of Krishna with faith. Text 37. So in this way, Shri Kapiladev Maharaj is instructing his mother Devahuti and through her all of us. Text 37. Atho vibhutim mama maya vinam svam aishwaryamashtangamanu pravrittam shriyam bhagavatim vas prihayanti bhadram parasya mete shnuvate tu loke. Thus, because he is completely absorbed in thought of me, the devotee does not desire even the highest benediction obtainable in the upper planetary systems, including Satyalok. He does not desire the 8 material perfections obtained from mystic yoga, nor does he desire to be elevated to the kingdom of God. Vaikunthapi. Na yoga siddhir Mamastu moksho vaikuntha pina parshadatvam prema pina syaditi chettaram tu mamastu vrindavana eva vasa. He does not desire the 8 material perfections, Ashtasiddhi, obtained through mystic yoga. He does not desire to be elevated to the kingdom of God, Vaikuntha Vas. Yet, even without desiring them, the devotee enjoys, even in this life, all the offered benedictions. Diyamanam na grinanti vinamat sevanam. They don't want it. Even if it is given, they don't want it. But still they get it as a side benefit of performing bhakti to Krishna. All we have to do is be completely absorbed in Krishna. Purport. Srila Prabhupada writes, the vibhuti or opulences offered by Maya are of many varieties. Maya will give us temptations which are of different types. We have experience of different varieties of material enjoyment even on this planet. But if one is able to promote himself to higher planets like Chandralok, Suryalok, Maharlok, Janalok, Tapalok, or even ultimately the highest planet which is inhabited by Lord Brahma and is called Satyalok, there are immense possibilities for material enjoyment. We have long duration of life. Everything is very nice. No disturbances, no diseases. There is no hospital in heaven. Nothing. But a devotee does not aspire for this. These are all descriptions of the external energy of the Lord, Maya. From Satyalok everywhere. A Brahma, Stambha Paryantam, Sarvam. What is it? Raise your hand. A Brahma, Stambha Paryantam, Sarvam Maya. Oh, sorry. A Brahma Stambha Paryantam, yes.
Sarva Maya Mayam Jagat.
Satyam Satyam.
Punav Satyam, Harirnama Eva Kevalam.
Hari Bol.
Hare
Jai
Krishna.
Ho. Jai Ho. Very nice. A Brahma Stamba Paryantam, from Satyalok to the insignificant blade of grass. Sarvam Maya Mayam Jagat. Everything is Mayakrit. Everything is made up of material energy, which is temporary and always in a state of flux. It is not stable. What is the real thing? Vastav Vastu, Jaiva Dharma. What is the Vastav Vastu? Satyam Satyam Punah Satyam, Harer Naam Eva Kevalam. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has taught that one should not desire material opulence or material reputation, nor should one try to enjoy material beauty. One should simply aspire to be absorbed in the devotional service of the Lord, even if one does not get liberation, but has to continue the process of birth and death unlimitedly. What verse is this? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. हाँ, राधा गोपीनाथ प्रभु. Before
Hare
Hare Krishna Mahamantras, you have to tell me.
Hare Krishna. न धनं न जनं न सुन्दरीं कवितां वा जगदीश कामये मम जन्मनि जन्मेश्वरे भवतात् भक्तिरहितुकी त्वयि.
Hari Bol, Jai Ho. Very nice. Next, verse 38. न करहि चिन्मत् पराशांत रूपे नंक्षन्ति नो मे निमिषोलेढिहेति येषामहं प्रिय आत्मा सुतश्च सखा गुरु सूरिदोदैवमिष्टम्. Aha, Jai Ho. Bhagavan Shri Kapiladev Muni is saying, my dear mother, devotees who receive such transcendental opulences are never bereft of them. Neither weapons nor the change of time can destroy such opulences. Because the devotees accept me as their friend, Priya Atma, as their relative, as their son, Suta, as their preceptor, Guru, as their benefactor, Surida, as the supreme deity, Daivam Ishtam, as their Ishtadev. They cannot be deprived of their possessions at any time. Yogakshemam Vahamyam. Very beautiful verse. We have to be simply absorbed in Krishna in a favorable mood without expecting any material benefits. We should simply serve Krishna. Simply serve Krishna. Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram. How can I serve you? You should become Kinkar, servant. And what will be the effect? We have to simply consider Krishna as my friend, my relative, my son, my guru, my master, my best friend, my supreme worshipable deity. And then we'll attain Krishna and all these other benefits that we get. Sarashti will always remain. What is Sarashti? Raise your hand. Yes, Nidhi Mataji. Yes, Nidhi Mataji. What is Sarashti? Maybe Mataji is not able to unmute. Yes, Shamchandra Prabhu, what is Sarashti?
Prabhu, is it having the same opulence of the
Yes,
Lord?
yes, yes. And they will never be taken away from us. They are eternal because it is in the liberated state. It is not the material opulence, it is the opulence of Vaikuntha. So very beautiful. Now, Prabhupada says, in this verse, Sri Kapila Dev addresses his mother as Shanta Rupa. Shanta Rupa, indicating that the opulences of devotees are fixed because devotees are eternally fixed in the Vaikuntha atmosphere, which is called Shanta Rupa, because it is in the mode of pure goodness, undisturbed by the modes of passion and ignorance. Once one is fixed in the devotional service of Lord Krishna, his position of transcendental service cannot be destroyed, and the pleasure and service simply increase unlimitedly. Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam Pratipadam. For the devotees engaged, please listen carefully. For the devotees engaged in Krishna consciousness in the Vaikuntha atmosphere, there is no influence of time. Remember in Jayavadharma we saw there are two types of time. What are they? Please raise your hand. Yes, Satyarupa Mataji.
Chit Kala and Jadiya Kala.
Yes, very nice. What are they? Explain, please.
Chit Kala means spiritual Kala, which is eternal. It doesn't, we cannot measure. And Jadiya Kala is something in the material world.
Yes, in Mangalore. Yes, there are two types of time. In the spiritual world, the time does not have a deteriorating effect. In the material world, time has a deteriorating effect. When the time element is a little bit down, go few sentences down. When the time element is present, there is certainty of destruction. है ना? You make a flat. What will happen 100 years later? Will that flat be there? Will that building be there? No, every building has a life. 50 years, 60 years, 70 years. Then you have to break it down and rebuild it. When the element time is present, there is the certainty of destruction. But when there is no time element, no past, present, or future, then everything is eternal. Therefore, this verse uses the words na nakshanti, indicating that the transcendental opulences will never be destroyed. See, time not having past, present, future is exactly the words of Jayavadharma. Srila Prabhupada has used in this purport. So amazing. So in this way, Srila Prabhupada explains. Further, next paragraph, if you go next to next paragraph. In the interest of time, I'm not reading the whole purport. It's a long purport. But it is the expectation that Bhakti Vaibhava students on their own will read the whole purport. Because if I start reading all the purports in full, then it will take a lot of time. Krishna, of course, means Krishna and his confidential devotees. Krishna is not alone. When we speak of Krishna, Krishna means Krishna in his name, Krishna in his form, Roop, Krishna in his qualities, Guna, Krishna in his abode, Dham, and Krishna in his associates, Parshads. Krishna is never alone, for the devotees of Krishna are not impersonalists. Impersonalist means just everything is one. There is no variety. Krishna, next paragraph. Krishna, the Supreme Lord, should be accepted as one's best friend. He will never cheat. I humbly request devotees to please mark these two sentences. So many times we feel dejected, we feel betrayed by devotees, we feel let down by devotees, by friends. Please note these two sentences of Srila Prabhupada. I repeat, Krishna, the Supreme Lord, should be accepted as one's best friend. Krishna will never cheat. Hari Bol. Who wants to have a best friend who will never cheat, who will never let you down? Hari Bol. He will always give his friendly advice and friendly protection to the devotee. So beautiful this is. Hari Bol. If Krishna is accepted as a son, he will never die. Isn't that good? He will never need vaccines. He will never need to be taken to pediatrician. Except if you give Gopal too many bananas without honey. What pastime is this? Anybody except Satyarupa Mataji. Satyarupa Mataji always speaks the Satya. She's the Swarup of Satya. Gives the true answers. Yes, Radha Gopinath Prabhu. If
Hare
you
Krishna.
give correct answer, then I will request Jagannath Krishna Prabhu to embrace you.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Lord Jagannath, when the devotee gave the banana for the pujari to offer, he gave everything. When he was taking darshan, he saw Jagannath was having running nose. He said,
Sardi. Ah.
Yes. Why did you give all the banana? You should give with honey.
So was it Jagannath? As far as I remember this pastime, it was to, yes, Satyaru Mataji, from your Shrimukh.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, it is his name is Gaur Govinda Swami Maharaj for his Gopalji.
Gopalju. In Gopalju book, that small little book, this story is there. Very beautiful. Here we have a very loving son or child, but the father and mother, or those who are affectionate towards him, always hope, may my son not die. We all have anxiety. But Krishna actually never will die. Therefore, those who accept Krishna or the Supreme Lord as their son will never be bereft of their son. In many instances, devotees have accepted the deity as a son. In Bengal, there are many such instances, and even after the death of the deity performs the Shraddha ceremony of the father. Bolo, which pastime is this? Shama Vallavi Mataji. Radha Gopinath Prabhu, you will still get embrace of Jagannath Krishna Prabhu because you said Jagannath. You got so carried away when I said Jagannath Krishna Prabhu will embrace you. You said Jagannath. Yes, Shama Vallavi Mataji.
Govinda Ghosh Prabhuji.
Very nice.
Govinda
Very
Ghosh Prabhu's son will die, then he will not do puja, then Krishna will come and tell why you are not doing. Because
Very-
my son has.
Very nice. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful. Now let's see. The relationship is never destroyed. Our relationship with Krishna, with our deity, is never destroyed. One meditation. 1975, when Krishna Balram, Radha Shyam Sundar, Gaurnita, Lalita Vishakha were installed. How do they look? Young. Correct? The deity is freshly installed, young. How do they look today? Younger. Very young. Always. Kishore Kishori, they look. What about the devotees who were there when they installed? Now, how they look when they come after 50 years? This is the thing. We become old, but Krishna will never become old. He will be like that only. The relationship is never destroyed. People are accustomed to worship different forms of demigods. But in Bhagavad Gita, such a mentality is condemned. Which verse is it? Quickly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Wow, wow, wow. Janani Mataji, Jai Ho.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी
Hare Krishna.
कामैस्ते हृतज्ञाना प्रपद्यन्त्यन्यदेवता तं तं नमस्काय प्रकृत्या नियतास्मि.
Very nice. Another verse. That those who worship demigods, they do it avidhi purvakam. Let's give Sarojanandini Mataji. Hare Krishna.
प्रभु येऽप्यन्य देवता भक्ता यजन्ते श्रद्धयान्विताः तेऽपि मामेव कौन्तेय यजन्ति अविधिपूर्वकम्.
Haribo. Very nice. Jai Ho. Thank you, Janani Mataji. Thank you, Sarojanandini Mataji. Prabhupada is saying that. This mentality is condemned in Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, one should be intelligent enough to worship only the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his different forms. Ananyas chintayanto mam. We have to be focused on Krishna. Sarvadharman parityaja mam ekam sharanam vraja. We should worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead only in his different forms as Lakshmi Narayan, Sita Ram, and Radha Krishna. Thus, one will never be cheated. Hari Bol. Jai Ho. Text 39 and 40. Imam lokam tathevamum atmanam ubhayayinam atmanam manuye cheha ye rai pashavo griha visrijya sarvan anyamscha mamevam vishvato mukham bhajantananyaya bhaktya tan mrityorati paraye. Hari Bol. So beautiful. Beautiful Siddhanta. Bhagwan Shri Kapiladev Muni is saying, thus the devotee who worships me. Who am I? the all-pervading Lord of the universe. Vishwata Mukham. Krishna is Vishwamukh, Vishwata Mukham. We can be Deshmukh. Krishna is Vishwamukh. Vishwata Mukham. He is the all-pervading Lord of the whole universe. If we worship in unflinching devotional service, unflinching devotional, very steady devotional service, the devotee gives up all aspirations to be promoted to the heavenly planets or to become happy in this world with wealth, children, cattle, or in today's world, cars, home, or anything in relationship with the body. Anything. Any material wealth. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim. Kavitam va jagadisha kamaya. Mama janmani janmanishware bhavatad bhakti rahetu kitvai. I take him to the other side of birth and death. If you worship me with fixed, one-pointed devotion, bhajant anannaya bhaktya tan mrityor ati paraye. Hari bol. I take him beyond the cycle of birth and death. All we have to do is we have to worship Krishna with unflinching devotional service. Srila Prabhupada begins the purport with this unflinching devotional service, as described in these two verses, means engaging oneself in full Krishna consciousness or devotional service, accepting the Supreme Lord as all in all. Since the Supreme Lord is all inclusive, if anyone worships him with unflinching faith, he has automatically achieved all other opulences and performed all other duties. One who knows Krishna knows everything. Which verse it is? From Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Except Janani Mataji and Satyaru Mataji, because I know they know the whole Bhagavad Gita. They recite. Shall not say anything. Hare Krishna. Anybody else? Yes, Shama Kishori Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, it's 15.19 from Bhagavad Gita. Yomam eva asamodo janati purushottamam.
Are you dialing a friend?
My friend Aditi is sitting here. So I was asking her, they know this whole chapter.
Okay, so Aditi, go ahead, beta.
Yomam
Samudo Jana Purushottam Sarvabhavena Bhagavatam.
Very good. Yomam evam asamudo janati purushottamam. One who knows me as a Purushottam, Supreme Personality of Godhead, so sarvavid. That person knows everything. Very nice, Aditi. Hari bol.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Mummy will get a combined
Come here.
birth certificate.
Hari.
Hari.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Aditi means the mother of all the devotees. So, in the mood of Mahaprabhu, I will ask Mataji. Mataji, who is the mother and who is the daughter?
Aditi is the mother.
No.
Aditi and Amala.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So, Mahaprabhu asked this question to who? Who remembers from Chaitanya Charitamrita? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Yes, Devoti Mataji. Oh. Yes, Devoti Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी श्री रघुनंदन ठाकुर के
Yes.
पिता का नाम मुकुंद
Yes, Mukunda Sarkar.
मुकुंद सरकार.
Yes, very nice. Haribo. Mukunda Sarkar was asked by Mahaprabhu. Who is the father and who is the son? Imagine, father and son are sitting. Mukund Sarkar is the father. Chota sa Raghunandan hai, godiya mein baitha hua hai. Mahaprabhu. Who is the father? Sannyasi, serious sannyasi, Mahaprabhu. Nimai Pandit is asking in front of you. Who is the father? Who is the son? Seriously. Jai ho. Jai bhaje Krishna, sai bada. One who worships Krishna is big. So in this way, Srila Prabhupada gives very detailed purports, and I am just tempted to read the whole purport because it's so beautiful. But what to do? We have restriction of time. In the third paragraph, Srila Prabhupada writes, a pure devotee is not anxious to elevate himself in his next birth. He has already given up that sort of hope. In any life in which one is born, as a householder or even as an animal, one must have some children, some resources, or some possessions. But a devotee is not anxious to possess anything. He is satisfied with whatever is obtainable by God's grace. Hari Bol. This is such a nice. Prabhupada says something very important. Prabhupada says he is not neglectful. He is not neglectful. He is dutiful. How beautiful. What Prabhupada is saying. Look, Prabhupada is saying, devotee doesn't remain anxious for any material facilities. At the same time, Prabhupada qualifies it by saying the devotee is not neglectful. ऐसा नहीं कि devotee is not anxious for material things, so devotee is neglectful. No. Devotee is not neglectful, he is dutiful. Dutiful. But he does not spend too much time on the upliftment of temporary household or social life. He fully engages in the service of the Lord. He is not crazy mode of passion after money. But what money is there, he will take care of it in a dutiful way, that this is Krishna's money. Can you give me some example? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. What? Yes, Radha Gopinath Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Ambarish Maharaj, he uses all his
Correct.
resources.
He uses all his resources. My point is, a devotee does not waste anything. He is not neglectful. Prabhupada says, devotee is not neglectful, he is dutiful. Uska, can you give example of that?
Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur Mahasaya says in the bhajan that whatever I have, I'm taking care as a servant. So the wealth, the children that I have.
Correct. Yes. In the Sharanagati song, we sing it many times. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that I am just Prahari. I'm just a guard sitting outside. This is your house, your family. Any example? Shama Kumari Mataji, you give some example where a devotee is not neglectful, is dutiful.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
The best example is Srila Prabhupada himself, because he would never waste even a single penny on any wasteful thing, and he would take care of everything so nicely. Electricity, and even he would walk. He would not give, 10 cents to rickshawala to just go from one place to another. He would, just like that. Many
Or
examples.
if you see the tap is running, he would say, hey, go close that tap, switch off that light. Prabhupada was very careful not to waste. Devotee is not neglectful. My favorite example also, just like you said, Shama Kumari Mataji, is from Srila Prabhupada Lilamrit. You remember how many rupees did Prabhupada take with him to America when he went on Jaladuta? 40 rupees. They were never used in America because in America, in those days, you could not use rupee currency. You needed dollars. So those $40 remained with Prabhupada. And when Prabhupada came back to India for the first time, those 40 rupees were with Prabhupada. And Prabhupada and Kirtanananda Swami, they took the taxi from the Delhi airport to the temple, Vamshi Gopal temple in Delhi, where Prabhupada was staying. What was the name? Anybody remembers? The Vamshi Gopal temple, I think, in Delhi, where Prabhupada used to stay. In Prabhupada's room, that Kalash, that dome of the temple was right in the room, that temple. When Prabhupada came there at night, they came and the taxiwala was overcharging. So Prabhupada fought those 40 rupees. Prabhupada was arguing with the taxiwala for a long time. And Prabhupada was not willing to waste Krishna's money because I think seeing a foreigner with Prabhupada, that taxiwala was hiking up the price. So like that. Yes, Shikha Mataji and Vanit Prabhu, you have another example. Devotee is not neglectful, devotee is dutiful.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, Parikshit Maharaj, he is dutiful as well as devoted to Krishna also.
Yes, he was very dutiful and the devotee is never neglectful. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So now we'll actually 41. Let me say how many verses are there in this chapter. Okay. Text 41. नान्यत्र मद् भगवतः प्रधान पुरुषेश्वरात् आत्मना सर्वभूतानां भयं तीव्रं निवर्तते. Bhagwan Shri Kapil Dev Muni is saying the terrible fear of birth and death can never be forsaken by anyone who resorts to any shelter other than myself. For I am the Almighty Lord. Purusheshwarat, Pradhana Purusheshwarat. I am the supreme personality of Godhead, of both Prakriti and Purush. Krishna is called Purushottam. Yomam eva masamudo janati Purushottam. Srila Radha Govind Maharaj explains the term Purushottam as Krishna, who is even the source of the three Purusha avatars. Karanodaksha Vishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu, Shirodaksha Vishnu. That is the meaning of Purushottam. The original source of all creation and also the supreme soul of all souls. This is Krishna. Atmana Sarva Bhutanam. He is the Paramatma in the Sarva Bhutanam, in the hearts of all living entities. Therefore, one must take shelter of Krishna, otherwise, one cannot overcome bhaya, fear. Bhayam tivram nivartate. One has to take shelter of Krishna. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada says, it is indicated herein that the cycle of birth and death cannot be stopped unless one is a pure devotee of the Supreme Lord. It is said, Harim vina naiva sritim taranti. One cannot surpass the cycle of birth and death unless one is favored by the Supreme Personality of God. Mukti prada sarvesham Vishnu deva na samshaya. It is said that in the second paragraph towards the end, the Supreme Brahman is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the living entity is also Brahman. Brahman means spiritual. Without realization that he is Brahman, spirit soul, and eternal servitor of the Lord, if one simply thinks that he is Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, his realization is only theoretical. He has to realize that at the same time, one has to engage himself in devotional service of the Lord. Then he can exist in the Brahman status. Otherwise, he falls down. Yanne Arvindaksha Vimukta Maninas. They think themselves liberated. They fall down. Then, Srila Prabhupada says in the next paragraph, the Bhagavatam says that because non-devotees neglect the transcendental loving service of the lotus feet of the personality of Godhead, their intelligence is not sufficient, and therefore these persons fall down. What verse is this? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Abhi to I was saying the verse. Yanne Arvindaksha Vimukta Manas Tvayashta Bhavat Avishuddha Buddhaya. Their intelligence is not sufficient. Avishuddha Buddhaya. Aruya Krachana Parampadam Tata Patanti Adha. Therefore, these persons fall down. Garbhastuti, 10th canto. Demigods are praying to Lord Krishna in the womb of Mother Devaki. Ye anne arvindaksha vimukta maninas tvayashta bhavad avishuddha buddhaya. Avishuddha buddhaya. Intelligence is not clear. Avishuddha buddhaya. Aruya krachena param padam tata patanti adha. Why? Anadrat yashmad angrayah. See, non-devotees neglect anadar Yashmat Angraya. They neglect the loving service to the lotus feet, Angri, of the Supreme Personality. Clearly, Prabhupada has just translated that beautiful verse here in the purport. Srila Prabhupada is simply repeating Shastravani. That is Sadhu. That is Guru. Srila Prabhupada says that as soon as one falls down to material activity, there is no rescue from the cycle of birth and death. It is stated here by Lord Kapiladev, without my mercy, Nanyatra Mad Bhagavataha. Without my mercy, there is no recourse from the repeated cycle of birth and death. Therefore, one must take shelter of Krishna. Now, it is almost 9:30, so we'll stop here. And definitely, by Krishna's mercy, we will complete this chapter. The purports are rather long. Therefore, now it will take time because now it's all philosophy. And Srila Prabhupada wants us to be very clear in Siddhanta. Siddhanta Balya Chitte. Anybody else other than Satyarup Mataji? Siddhanta Balya Chitte. Yes, Devavati Mataji.
ना करिए आलस.
सिद्धांत बलय चित्ते ना कर आलस यह है Krishna Bhakti Sudrida Manas. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita teaches us that one should not be lazy. when it comes to Siddhanta. Not just only Leela, 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 Ras, 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 Ras. No. We should understand Tattva Siddhanta also. Very important. We have to understand Bhakti Vedanta. We have to understand Bhakti Siddhanta. Then we can actually taste Ras. Otherwise, it is Sahajya mentality. Prakrit Sahajya mentality. Without Siddhanta, without Tattva, you jump to Leela. So now the purports in the subsequent chapters are all going to be very long because now it's all philosophy. So please tighten your seatbelts and stay. Don't get bored. Hare Krishna. Because there is rasa in Siddhanta and there is Siddhanta in rasa. there is Siddhanta in Leela and there is Leela in Siddhanta also. Because Bhagwan Kapil Dev is speaking to Mother Devotee, so that's the Leela. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. Any questions, comments? Yes, Divya Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, my question may be offensive, so please forgive me. This is about,
I'm getting chest pain just hearing that.
you spoke about to cultivate friendship with Krishna. And I have like my personal experience. I have prayed so many times, saying that, "Look, Krishna, you are the my well-wishing friend. Please guide me what to do." And I don't feel reciprocated. I don't feel like
because your parameters of reciprocation are wrong. You are holding Krishna to the wrong yardstick. Your calibration instrument is wrong. Somebody is giving 1 liter milk, but your machine to weigh it is wrong. So you are getting a wrong reading. You are putting parameters on material plane. Krishna's reciprocation is spiritual because Krishna is all spiritual. Material means divorced from Krishna. And we judge Krishna's mercy based on material parameters, we will get the wrong answer. Krishna is spiritual. Krishna's reciprocation is spiritual. We are spiritual. Our needs, real needs are spiritual. Yet, we measure Krishna's reciprocation with material yardstick. We will get a wrong answer. 100% Krishna is reciprocating. Give me one example where Krishna has failed to reciprocate. Give me one example where Krishna has failed in your life to reciprocate.
I just feel like, when you have like material problems and you don't know the solution, it does interfere with the
You are not a material entity. That is the basic understanding. Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara praptis dhiras tatra namayati. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Ajo nityo shashvato yam purano no hanyate hanyamane sharire. You are a soul, you are spiritual, you have no material identity. Falsely, we have taken on material identities, material designations, material relationships. And Krishna consciousness means to cut those illusions. See everyone as a spiritual entity. And it is a fact that our relationship with everybody connected to this body is temporary. We don't know who our spouse was in the previous birth. We don't know who our children were in the previous birth. Are we crying for children in the previous birth? Why not? Are we crying for children in 2 births ago? No, we are all spiritual beings and we have taken on these designations. I am mother, I am father, I am wife, I am sister, I am daughter. We have to see everybody as Krishna's devotees, and we have to see success of life in terms of spiritual activity. If somebody is eating prasad, somebody is hearing Hari Katha, somebody is hearing chanting of Hare Krishna, somebody is taking darshan of Krishna's Vigraha, that person is making advancement, and we should be happy for that. Everyone in this world is dying. 100% mortality for everyone. We are all separated from death by a few years here and there. And that should not be a yardstick by which we measure Krishna's reciprocation. Because even if Krishna comes and gives us a hug and gives us perfect body and everything, we are going to die. Death affects everyone, whether one is Shripad Ramanujacharya, whether one is Shripad Madhvacharya, whether it is Shripad Madhavendra Puri, whether it is Shripad Ishwar Puri, whether it is Srila Prabhupada, or whether it is Osama bin Laden or Hitler, or John F. Kennedy president, or anybody. Death is guaranteed for everyone. Somebody dies at the age of 1 year, somebody dies at the age of 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. In terms of the eternality of the soul, what difference does it make? But in this short life, if someone has come in contact with Krishna consciousness, someone has eaten Krishna prasad, someone has heard Krishna's name, yan nama shruti matrena puman bhavati nirmala. One has chanted Hare Krishna even once. One has surrendered to Krishna once. Sakrideva prapannoyam tavasmiti sayachate. Neha vikravanasosti pratyavayana vidyate. Swalpam apyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. That person's path of liberation is opening. And we should be happy that this Jivatma was connected to me in this life. I love this Jivatma as my family member, as my loved one, as my relative, and I try to give Krishna consciousness. Ultimately, I am dying. Everybody around me is dying. Everybody is going to die. But the good news is, the thing to celebrate is that this Jiva came in contact with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement in this lifetime, came in contact with Krishna, came in contact with Srila Prabhupada. That is worth celebrating. Brahmanda Brahmite Kona Bhagyavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. This is worth celebrating. This is worth celebrating. That among so many jivas, hardly anybody gets a chance to perform bhajan, to perform devotional service. Now, whatever time we have left with our loved ones, we should give them maximum Krishna consciousness. And we should have faith in Krishna. We should have faith in Krishna. Is that okay, Mataji? I
Yes,
like
Prabhuji.
the story of Shankar Bhagwan. At Prayagraj, once Mother Parvati asks Shankar Bhagwan that it is said that anybody who takes a dip in Ganga, all their sins are washed away. They become completely sinless, nirmal. Is that a fact? Now, Kumbh Mela, so many people are taking bath. Are they all going to become completely sinless? Shankar Bhagwan tells Mata Parvati ji, come, I will show you something. He takes the form of an old man. Mother Parvati takes the form of an old woman. They create a pit by the side of the road. And inside that deep pit, the old man, who is Sri Shankar Bhagwan, he is fallen down like this. Ah, bachao, bachao, save me, help me, help me. Now, thousands of people are going on that road. Some hear, Are, Babaji gir gaye. Babaji has fallen, old man has fallen in the pit. Please give me your hand, help me, bring me out, bring me out. As people extend their hand, the old man says, but there is one condition. I am a very pure Brahman. Look at my Brahmin thread. Very pure Brahman. If anybody who has committed sins in their life touch me, that person will immediately die. Now, these people have just taken bath in Ganga. But as soon as they hear anybody who has any sin in their account, if they touch me, they will die. Because I am a sinless Brahman. Oh, no. Find somebody else, find somebody else. And everybody is going. And Shankar Bhagwan tells Mother Parvati, Dekho, just now they took bath in Ganga. They know that by Ganga Snan one becomes completely purified. Gangaji takes away all the sins. But they don't have Vishwas. They don't have faith. They are not willing to touch me. Because they are thinking that they still have sins left. Then one young man comes, devotee. Babaji says, if you touch me, you have any sins in you, you will die. Says, ना बाबा जी अभी गंगा स्नान करके आ रहा हूं. गंगा जी ने सब धो लिया, दो हाथ दो. Shankar Bhagavan looked at Mother Parvati and said, yes, he is sinless because he has faith. He is sinless. So we have to practice bhakti with faith in Krishna. Shamshayatma vinashyati. Ādau shraddha tatha sadhu sangha bhajana kriya. We have to have faith. So like that. Even Kanishtha, Madhyam, Uttamadhikari we saw, it is Shraddha Anusari. It is according to Shraddha, Chaitanya Charitamrita describes. Like that. So we should have faith, and everybody is dying, Mataji. We are in Jallianwala Bagh. Cut. Bullets are being shot. Kabhi aaj somebody dies, tomorrow somebody will die, day after tomorrow somebody. We are all 100% dying. What to do? This is the Martyalok. Martyalok. This is called the abode of, this is called Dukkhalaya. There should be no discussion about Sukh here. There is no Sukh. This is Dukkhalaya. But we are fortunate that we got Krishna consciousness. Guru na sasyat, swajana na sasyat, pita na sasyat, janani na sasyat, deva na sasyat, na pati na sasyat, namo chayetyo samupeta mrutyam. If we are a mother, janani, then we have to samupeta mrutyam. Mochate. We have to make sure that our dependents are delivered from the repeated cycle of birth and death. And in today's verses, we saw Bhagwan Kapil Dev Maharaj is saying, only way to get out of this cycle of repeated birth and death is to take complete shelter of Krishna in the mood of bhakti. There is no other way. Clearly it is said, there is no other way. Daiviyesha gunamai mama maya durattaya. Impossible. But mamevaya prapadyante maya metam tarantite. Mukti pradata sarvesham vishnureva na samshaya. We have to take shelter of Mukund. Samashhritaye pada pallava plavam bhat padam punya yasho murare bhavam budir vatsa padam param padam yad vipadam natesham. Hare Krishna. So you have to take shelter of Krishna with faith. Okay? Thank you, dear devotees. Any other questions? No? Okay. Stop here. I will tomorrow is 11th of April, but this Sunday is my last day working. I'm doing two jobs for the last 4.5 months. This Sunday is the last day. From Monday, I will be back to my original job, 7 on 7 off. So I will begin correcting your papers, module 4. My plan is to do at least 2 or 3 every day, and in 1 week I will finish. Being long overdue. I apologize for that, but I will do it. Yes, Satyur Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, one kind request to you. I think many of our module 3 papers are not corrected, Prabhuji. If there is time, can you please check on that?
Really? Module 3?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, module
Yours
3
is not
papers. Many
corrected?
of us. No, many of our Matajis are not corrected. I checked in the Matajis group. Many also have told that theirs also is not corrected.
Acha. ठीक है, I will work on it starting Monday. I will work on it.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
And then this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm completely off. So I will focus on that. And I don't have any classes also. So I will focus on the corrections this coming next weekend. Okay?
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Nitai Gaur. Hari Bol. Jai Jai.
Thank you, Prabhuji. That was
Very
really
nice.